students, our next topic is refraction of light through prism. Okay, prism is very important topic for the syllabus, and you know that is very interesting one also. You know that white light here we are having that consists of 7 colors. So when the glass prism, that means a rectangular glass prism, you know that how does it look like? Okay, here is the diagram that you can see. It is look like this way. So this is seems like very beautiful also. Here we are having triangular sides at each face. Okay, we are having two kinds of prism, like one is this one with a square base, and one we can have with the triangular base also. Okay, and one with the rectangular base also. So the base is basically going to change, but what we are having basically, we need to work with the side walls. So side walls are of triangular shape, and this is known as glass prism. What happened when we transmit light from the one side of this glass prism and it get refract and get the other side on the next side? Like if we are taking the light on the screen, what we are getting? Are we getting the same thing or not? So you know that here in white light consists of 7 colors. Yes, that is why it is known as spectrum. Okay, so 7 colors here have different wavelength. They are having different wavelength and different speed also. So wavelength and speed are making it very important. So speed, you know that light changes its speed while going from one medium to another medium. So according to that, even the basic colors that we are having 7 colors, so they are actually having different speeds according to the medium that they are going into. So here let us see what is happening that when we are saying this glass prism, we actually mean that it is a triangular glass prism, and it seems like this, in which we are having a side wall that is made up of triangle. So when the light is coming from here, let's suppose this is the incident light that is in PQ you can see. So while it is entering into the prism, so it is get bent because of refraction. You know that according to the laws of refraction, it is going to bend sin I upon sin R, and here it is making an angle that is refracted angle, and according to that it is going to be like this. But while it is emerging out like at point, and this M here is the normal for this position, so it is now emerging out from here, and that is known as the again emergent ray, you can say, or the refracted one. So basically what is happening, that light ray that is entering here is getting bent. Earlier, if let's suppose that prism is not here, so where do light goes? Light would go like this. But here on this surface, for this surface, what would be the normal point for this point? So this would be the normal point. And from this, it is going to bend. This is angle of incidence for this one, and this is angle of refraction. This is angle of refraction with the normal line. Okay, so that ray is going to refract and now become bent, and that is according to the angle that is made by this prism, the material and the angle of this particular prism also. According to that, this angle of refraction is going to be detected. Now this refracted ray is at this point is going to make the normal. Now for this side, this one would be the incident ray. The refracted ray would be working as the incident ray for this particular side, and here it is making again the angle, and according to that it is going to emerge out. Okay, so here what we see, that the light earlier it was going in this manner is going to deviate its path like this. Earlier it was going like this, now it is going like this. So what is the angle that is going to bend? So light's angle, if we extend this light ray that you can see in the diagram here from point E, we have extended it there. So from here we have extended it here, and here we are having certain angle that is known as angle of deviation. What we call it as angle of deviation. Okay, so this is what the light ray going to bend in case of glass prism. Now we can say that here refraction occurred on the two sides of equilateral triangle. Yes, both the sides are equilateral triangle, and from both we are seeing that the refraction goes take place, and we see that the two faces are not parallel to each other. Yes, so the diagram that we have made earlier was like this. The light ray is got refracted like this, and I must say you one thing, this is not a white light that we are using in this case, because only one light is going to reflect and only one light we are getting back. So that is a monochrome light. What we call it as monochrome light. So mono means single, that is single color, chrome means color. So here for the experiment we are using only one color light. So it could be any color, but for the experiment we have done that. But in case of white color, you will get here 7 colors back, because every color is having its own speed and own wavelength, and according to that they got spread. That we are going to see in the next slide, and according to that we are having a particular topic. But in this case for the glass prism, what you can see that when we experiment, when we pass the light from the glass slab, that you know earlier we are having the glass slab also, and that was parallel sides. Both these sides, this one and this one, are going to parallel to each other. So in this case, you know that light is going to like this and going to deviate its path like this, and again going to be like this. So it is actually got shifted from this position. If this glass slab was not here, so this light ray could go directly like this, but because of glass slab it got shifted from here to here. That is known as lateral displacement. But here what is happening, light ray is going like this, but if this particular prism is not here, let's suppose, so light would be going like this straightly. Now it get bent and it get deviate like this. So what we can say that it got deviate like this. So deviation angle is there, some angle it is making like this. This is known as angle of deviation, and it is shown with this symbol. Okay, so we can see that the two faces here are not parallel to each other. So here the light ray that is getting out is also not parallel to this one. That is making certain angle, that is angle of deviation. But in this one, that is the rectangular glass slab, the two faces are parallel to each other. That is why we were again getting the parallel lines. Like if we draw the light ray, that is the actual light ray will trace this path, but now because of the displacement it has shown this path, it has drawn itself to this path. So this is parallel to each other because these two sides are parallel to each other. So here in this case we are having angle of deviation, here in this case we are having lateral displacement.